So I had this idea for a cartoon where it's dogs instead of humans, and it's Doggy 911, and like the dog runs into like instead of like Muslims being pissed off, it's like purebred dogs against like mutt dogs, and so like a purebred dog wears a suicide collar and runs into a pound. and yells "Arr or ark bark."
That's just the most terrible thing I've ever heard.
That's what happens when my wife goes to sleep early and I'm just left there with my thoughts and rum.
Yeah, you shouldn't be left alone with those thoughts.
No. So this week, our faces aren't nearly as red. Last week we were so fucking hungover for that Avengers review.
Yeah, that was a terrible morning.
Oh my god, I went home and I was like, I'm gonna go home and pass out. I did.
Yeah. Oh, I was hungover for 2 days after that. Sheesh.
Good time though.
Yeah, it was fun.
But I saw Avengers again on Thursday, so. And I'll probably be seeing it for a third time, and
we'll probably see it next week again.
But I'm going to warn in advance before we talk about the movie we're about to see now. That video will be not a review, but a spoiler discussion. It'll be us talking about what we think the things that happened in Avengers.
Yeah.
So that one will have a big thing. If you've not seen Avengers: Infinity Wars, or if you haven't already been spoiled, don't watch that video. It will be a spoiler video.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So today we saw The Bad Samaritan.
Yeah. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
He was a bad Samaritan all the way.
And for a young guy, he was really good. But the movie, David Tennant, the bad guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was awesome. He was the perfect bad guy for that.
He was. For those of you that don't know, he was the doctor on Doctor Who for a really long time, from like 2007 to 2012 or something like that. He was on. Yeah. I don't watch Doctor Who, but only because I'm waiting for a moment where I can, like, okay, I'm going to try to watch this, because it's years and years of shit.
Oh, yeah. Long time worth of stuff.
An Irish, or a girl from London that occasionally watches our videos, Amy McLean, I'd recommend checking her shit out. She's really good. She gave me a starting point, like, oh, no, if you've never watched any Doctor Who, just start here. So eventually I'll do that.
That's cool.
But he was also Barton Crouch Jr., the Death Eater that helped bring Voldemort back in Goblet of Fire.
Yeah.
And he was I think he will be nominated for Best Supporting Actor for this. I really do.
Oh, yeah, he was awesome. Mm-hmm. Like, he made the whole movie.
He was nuts.
Yeah, his portrayal of a insane person was spot on. He had it down.
My favorite part of the entire movie, the whole plot of this film, is that there's these guys, and this is given away in the trailer. They're valet parkers. They have a valet parking company that they run, that they contract out to restaurants. And what they do is when a car pulls up that's obviously an affluent family, they then take that car while the family's eating to their house and rob the people's houses.
Yeah.
Well, they go to David Tennant's house, and he's got a girl chained up in his office. Like, hardcore leather straps and everything.
She's chained up, beat up, bruised up, like...
It's fucked up.
He's there to kill her.
and you think, like, oh, well, that's Don't Breathe. And that's what we thought. We're like, oh, this is just gonna be Don't Breathe. I even said at the end of last video, that's Don't Breathe again.
No, not even close.
The only similarity is it's a girl tied up. That's it. Everything else is completely different.
Oh, yeah.
He has no interest in her sexually at all. In fact, she tries to, I guess, to get him, she starts taking her clothes off. He's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So it's about dominance. It's not about sexuality for him, which it makes him even more crazy.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah, and he was absolutely crazy. As crazy as you could be.
Tongue ring got loose. It cleaned off my tongue ring, and all of a sudden now it like doesn't want to stay tight all the time. I eat popcorn, it's like, oh, I'm about to swallow it.
Check the devil on it.
My favorite part of the entire film. So he decides he's going to do the right thing, the valet guy. And he calls the police, and the police come and investigate. Well, when the officer is walking around the guy's house, it goes to where his tools are. And the tools are out of place because the guy stole his wire cutters.
Yeah.
And this guy has OCD so bad that there's one little thing out of place. He looks like he is ready to go insane, and he puts the pliers back into place and goes, I'm sorry you had to see that, to the officer. That was my favorite part of the whole movie. Because he was dead serious, like really apologizing. The officer's like,
yeah,
sorry
you had to see that.
That was so good.
That was great. My favorite part of the movie was towards the end. I don't really want to give it away, but
no, yeah, when you laughed out loud in the theater.
One of the greatest lines in fucking cinematic history.
Which one's that?
When the girl ran up. And
oh, yeah. That's how you save somebody, bitch.
Yeah. She's just like dead ass serious fucking. That's how you save somebody.
That's how you
fucking piece of shit. You fucking Irish fucking guy that's obviously not Irish with a fucking weird Irish accent for no reason. Cocksucker.
And it's funny because David Tennant's from England and he pulled off a pretty decent American accent.
Yeah.
He sounded like a guy from like Oregon, which is where this takes place.
Yeah. I don't know. The first, like, 2 lines of the movie, the fucking guy didn't have an accent. Period. Go watch it again. He fucking straight talk English, normal, no accent. And then all of a sudden the girl shows up and, oh no, he's an Irish lad.
Yes. I was looking for his Lucky Charms.
Like, dude, you're not even white. How are you Irish?
Well, Irish people can't be.
No. It's not how it is. They're white. They have red hair.
You know what else? This was not an Irish family because there were no half-drunk bottles of whiskey just sitting around.
Yeah.
I'm an Irishman. I can make that joke. I think you are too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and we're Irishmen, and if you come to our house, there's half-drunk bottles of rum.
Yeah,
it's just
everywhere.
This was not a real Irish family. I want my money back.
Yeah. That kind of took me out of the immersion a little bit.
Oh, come on. I believe all this other shit, but an Irish family that none of them drink.
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
But overall, the movie had it was your basic plot. Guy, he's trying to save the girl, but in the process, the bad guy finds out who this guy is, finds his identity out, and just destroys his fucking life.
Fucking absolutely.
That was so
ruins
funny.
His whole entire life.
Fucking attacks his girlfriend, gets his parents fired from their jobs.
Yeah. All in a matter of like 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean, he's like the world's smartest murderer.
Yeah, he just fucking ruined their whole life. That was great.
I heavily recommend the movie. I thought it was really entertaining. I mean,
yeah, it was. It was an excellent movie. I had a lot of fun watching this. It's a lot different than a normal movie that like this. Like I thoroughly enjoyed it.
It makes unique choices, and in my opinion, like some of the characters' reactions to things in this movie were so much more realistic than other movies. Like people would really say these things and react this way and do these things if this happened.
Absolutely.
You know, yeah. Go see this movie.
Yeah. Just ignore the fake Irish accents and it'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna look him up, and it turns out he's gonna be like from New Zealand or something.
Yeah. Which
would explain the darker skin tone. But, yeah, that's pretty much it, because, I mean, I don't want to spoil what happens at the end. It's one of those movies you kind of, I think within 10 minutes, you kind of know how this movie's going to end. It had a great beginning. The opening, like, minute was just, it opens with a kid just beating the shit out of a horse.
Yeah.
Whip.
That was great.
The girl screaming for him to stop, and he just shoots her, and that's, like, the opening minute of the film. I was like, okay.
That set the tone quite nicely.
I kind of sat up in my chair, like... Okay, what next?
All right, yeah, he beat that horse to death and then murdered a girl. Sweet.
And then they explain why later. You're like, oh, okay, this guy's got massive daddy issues.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's talk about how this is the fucking absolute worst fucking trailer segment for movies that I've ever seen, ever. I've almost walked out of the fucking movie
because of the trailers.
Before the fucking movie even came on. The trailers were so terrible.
Mamma Mia 2. It's actually called whatever everybody's thinking. Like, here we go again. That's what the fucking movie's called. I've never seen Mamma Mia 1, and I never will.
No, I don't want to see that. And I don't want to see Mamma Mia 2. And it was a fucking 15-minute trailer with them singing. They sung every goddamn song in the movie in the trailer. The whole entire song, not just segments of it. They wouldn't fucking shut up.
For real, this trailer was like 3.5 minutes long. For real.
It was fucking way too long.
Just when you thought like they were going to end, it just kept going and going and going. I'm like, even the old man sitting next to us kind of did this.
Yes.
Like he just kind of...
Please stop it.
And every people when the trailer was done, everybody in the theater was like, ugh. Oh.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that. And then they followed it up with something even worse.
I don't remember what it was. My mind was...
It was that movie with the fucking... the barbershop movie with the old fucking...
God.
With Shaq dressed up as a 90-year-old.
Uncle, Drew. Wasn't that what it's called?
I
Uncle
think
Drew.
so. Uncle Drew.
That looks so bad. But it does look like one of those movies that you might rent it like for $5 and it's so fucking stupid you get a laugh out of it.
Yeah, maybe.
But that's it.
It looked so terrible.
Old men playing basketball like they're college players. Like, dude, you're like 60. You physically can't do that like that anymore. There's a reason Stallone slowed down his action style because he can't. He's old.
That looked so ridiculous. And then the first trailer was the X-Men trailer.
Yeah.
It's not X-Men.
It's X-Men for kids. I don't remember what it was called, but it looked... It's one of those young adult movies. It's probably based on a novel. It's kids with powers, and it looked like it could be good. I'm not expecting it to be.
Yeah.
And then we got the Spy Who Dumped Me.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go into that open-minded because I actually do really like Mila Kunis and Kate McKinnon. I like Kate McKinnon a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Except
give
for
them
that one movie she did that was terrible.
Except for Ghostbusters. But I guess every actor has a Ghostbusters. It's kind of like Eddie Murphy when he came back from all those years of being gone from Saturday Night Live. He's like, I did Beverly Hills Cop and it made all this money and it was great. He's like, and then I did Best Defense and the crowd started laughing. He's like, if they'd paid you to do Best Defense what they paid me, you'd have done Best Defense. I don't know if you've ever seen that. It's Eddie Murphy in the Army.
Yeah.
God, that's awful.
Yeah.
But
terrible.
So
terrible.
Yeah, every actor gets one. So
some get multiple.
yeah, like Melissa McCarthy. She never just has one of anything.
No, especially not cupcakes.
Fat joke.
Yay! Not fat shaming when you're fat.
No. and that was a well constructed fat joke. It wasn't insulting to her body physically. It's just the fact that she probably doesn't stop eating for very long.
Yeah, exactly.
Neither do I.
Nah, me either.
So I'm gonna say that as I have a 44-ounce cup of pop in my hand.
Just ate enough popcorn to feed a fucking horse.
Oh, there was so much butter on that I'm not gonna feel my farts for 3 days.
Oh yeah, just shoot right out.
Oh, popcorn. Oh. Popcorn farts.
Did you know they had Rumpke in Portland, Oregon?
No.
I didn't either.
Was it Rumpke? I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, they totally had Rumpke trash cans.
Huh. Maybe they're all over. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I thought they were just around here.
Before we go...
Maybe there's maybe there's like a manufacturer that just manufactures those brown trash cans and they might use them somewhere else too.
Or they didn't really film this in Oregon. It was filmed in, like, Maineville.
Yeah, it's a very good possibility.
This filmed out in Rainsboro where they don't have to ask permission because there's no one there but Amish people.
Yeah.
Awesome people there. They're really nice over there. Real quick before we end the video, was that you at the end or did the old man next to me shit his pants?
Probably the old man next to you because it wasn't me.
Okay. I mean, it didn't smell like a fart. It smelled like shit. I was like...
Yeah, it wasn't me.
Like, this guy just fucking poop himself? Like, this movie scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
When I get to the point where I'm pooping my pants in the theater, I'm sticking with the Fire Stick. I'm going to Redbox. I'm not going to the theater anymore.
Oh, fuck that. I'm going to start sitting in the middle.
Hey, kids! Make sure everybody hears it. Walk around and change your seat.
Yeah. Shit, and then get up and go sit over there. We'll carry a little flag around with me. So I get up and do shit in that seat, I'm going to put a little flag down.
Until you conquer the theater.
Absolutely.
It's like Risk, but pooping on theater seats. You just invented a new game. Somebody's gonna do that now.
Absolutely.
I hope they do.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
All right. Well,
unless you go in and sit in the shitty seat for the next movie.
I'll bring Febreze. Wear 2 pairs of pants and throw the other one in the garbage when I get home. Wear like a painter's thing.
Yeah, there you go.
So next week, if nothing else, because like the movie times haven't been posted, something might come up. If like that new Charlize Theron film comes to here, I can't remember what it's called, but I really want to see that, and it's not here.
Yeah.
But if that comes next week, we might see that. If not, we're probably going to see Avengers again, because the week after that, I believe, is Deadpool.
Sweet.
It's either Deadpool or Solo. One of them comes out, and then the other one comes out the next week. So I can't remember which one's first, but it's Solo and then Deadpool. So
awesome. We're totally seeing both of those.
Oh yeah.
Maybe more than once.
Yeah, I would like to see both of those more than once.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll be back next week with some shit.
See ya.